Morning, I'm on the Askja bus, first one here, so I've probably only got a minute before someone comes and catches me. I'm also competing with the radio, but yeah, Askja bus, off for a day trip on the most miserable grey day so far. Second stop of the day, we're at Herðubreiðarlindir, which is where Eyvind are sheltered. It's also a really nice green grassy place. Here we go. So I started off with Herðubreiðar in the background. World's most beautiful mountain apparently, scientifically. And this hole in the ground is Eyvind's shelter. He spent a winter in there. There's a spring in the corner which kept it at about 2 degrees, and he covered the roof with horsehair, well, horse skin. Oh, there are so many bugs. Welcome to Askja. Askja is a series of calderas. Its name means like boxes within boxes. And so we've got round here behind me the youngest caldera from 1875, and then we've got an older caldera there, and I'm pretty sure there's an older one beyond that as well. So it's 2.5 kilometres from the car park on the edge of the newest caldera to the crater lake in the middle. It's not really a crater lake, it's Caldera Lake, but we're going to call it a crater lake. So just walking over there. It's a beautiful day. It was so disgusting this morning. I thought this was going to be a total waste of time, and it's not. It's wonderful. I don't get to swim. The 1875 eruption, as well as creating the big caldera lake, also created a little smaller crater, explosion crater, filled up with blue water, nice and warm, wonderful to swim in, except that magma has started moving again. For some reason, that means the water is now about 18 degrees instead of about 25 degrees, and it is about the acidity of battery acid at the moment, so they're not going to stop you swimming in it, but it's not recommended, and I'm probably not going to bother not even dipping my toe in because it's such a pain to scramble down the side of the crater. Getting close at last. I think just on the other side of that hill is the view that this is all in aid of. It's a good view, I'll show you in a minute. I have a lot to say about Askja. See that lake behind me? Nice lake, very pretty lake. I'm going to show you a little bit closer up in a second. 1918, I will correct the year if that turns out to be wrong. A group of scientists came up here to investigate, and 2 of them went out on the lake on a little boat to find out more about it, while the others went and explored the rest of the caldera. They were never seen again, the scientists in the boat. Scientists found the caldera, they came back, they found the camp empty, boat missing, scientists missing, never been seen since. I think the prevailing theory is a landslide, a tsunami, boat overturned, scientists drowned. My personal theory is this lake is evil and it just sucked them down. So that is the path down, and that's the beach where you get changed. It is incredibly steep, incredibly muddy, and it's got a stream running down it. Not quite as violent as that one that's got a waterfall down it, but enough. Now, next thing to tell about. So part of the reason I wanted to come up here was because this could potentially be the last time this will look like this. Askja is having a moment. The correct geological term is uplift. I call it inflating. This entire ground is inflating by, it's something small like an inch in the last year, but that's quite a bit on volcanic terms. It probably means there's magma moving underneath. It's not having much tectonic activity, it's not having earthquakes and stuff, which is usually a sign that something is imminent, but it is inflating, something is happening. Its status keeps changing from green to orange to yellow and back and back. It's green at the moment, that's why we're up here, but there's a possibility that by next summer this might not look quite like this. So I wanted to come up. I ideally wanted to have a last swim before that lake got destroyed, but too late already for that one. And I wanted to get it on film so I could see what it used to look like. Watch it now not do anything for the next 50 years. Volcanic rock is supposed to be igneous, but you look at that and tell me that's not sedimentary. That is layer after layer of compacted ash. Now, you wouldn't guess from here, but that little lake is 70 metres deep, which is petrifying. But that is just a puddle compared to that, which is 250 metres deep. My favourite comparison is if you dropped one Canada Square, better known as Canary Wharf, but that's not its actual name. If you dropped that building in, you'd barely be able to see the little light flashing on the top of it. That's how deep that is. Last bit of talking, I think. So the original caldera, the outer one, the biggest one, 45 square kilometres, formed about 10,000 years ago, just after the last ice age. Very nice, been forming over the years. This is a caldera. It looks like a crater. It's not. So a caldera is where you have a magma chamber that for whatever reason, usually an eruption obviously, empties, and then the ground above it falls in. So this was the ground above it, and then it fell in, and then it just kept doing it for the next 10,000 years. Like I said, this one you're looking at right now was formed in an eruption in 1875, and so was Viti, which in the guidebook was described as something like horses are terrified of the steam and the terror and the noise and whatnot. All very dramatic. Now it's very beautiful. In 1875, well, I am heading back. I'm a little early, but I want to take time to get the rest of this place. And also it's freezing up there, hence the hat and the doing up jacket. So if you can hear me over the road smoothing machine, did I just burp on camera? Absolutely. This is the view from Drekki, the little campsite and ranger station at the foot of Askja. This is not technically Askja. Not the Blue Lagoon. This is the Myvatn nature bus. I didn't think I was going to have time to visit today, and I do. Got in here about 10 to 8, having arrived back in Myvatn just after 7:30 after a really long day at Askja. Really good day. Made even better by arriving in time for this. Here's a first. I think I'm going to end the vlog here. You don't really need to see me getting out of the pool, going back to my cold tent, which may have a storm cloud upon it by then. Tomorrow I am off to the east, so I'll see you in the morning.